Okay, so if you ever wonder how much almost race ready T7 weighs, I have an answer for you. But let's first see what's on the bike and where we can actually improve some weight. You can lose some weight, let's call it this way. Yeah, I've just installed the Camo ADV Products brake lever, which is modified bushing on the back. We can grease it and it's smooth and it comes back straight up. Don't have to have the elastics now anymore to make it work. It's a different ratio, so the movement of the lever is shorter. So is good. It's really good. I've tested. It's absolutely good. I very highly recommend it. It's good stuff. So the weight that we added is the service protections of the frame. Again, they don't really weigh that much. Engine covers, both sides, not much weight, but again, all combined a little bit. We have headers, remove the catalytic converter, but they are not titanium, they are only stainless. Stainless steel here, and then we have a titanium Krapovich silencer, but this is from the R1, so it's fairly big. T7s don't come with this, with the silencers as big usually, but in change, this sounds awesome. I have the additional bracket, that adds some weight as well, but it's well worth it because the exhaust doesn't get crushed anymore. I've dropped it so many times on this side, as you can see from the exhaust, and it's still one piece. It did not move, didn't catch the swing gum on the jumps and all the stuff. We have SM Pro Platinum wheels, narrow on the back. I got Desert Moose inside, the Michelin Tracker on the back tires, so it's not the lightest of the setup. We have a rally ride, which is tractive, 230 mm shock on the back, which is beefier than the standard, so that's adding some weight, I would say. Then I've put the frame stiffeners from Boano when I ordered the front end, and that is not just the frame stiffener, but also grabs the engine. If you pay attention on your T7s, there are engine mounts that are actually not attached to the frame, so they sorted that out. I'm not sure if that's a problem or not, if it's needed or not, but I like the frame to be slightly bit more stiffer and stronger and everything. I just like to have all nice and tight. So that's on this side. Then front, again, same wheel setup with the Moose and the Enduro hard tire. Again, not the lightest of the setup, but this is what you need really if you want to do any sort of bit more fun in off-road. I still have both of the brakes, both of the calipers, so again there is plenty of weight to remove from this because people leave one disc and a YZ pump on the top. The pump itself is heavier than a YZ, it's pretty big, and also I have still the ABS pump and all the lines, so again quite a lot of weight to be removed from here. Added weight with the back boosters, removed some of the weight with the mirrors. I have this cheap eBay one, £8, whatever it was. It just works, This actually was from that side because it's supposed to be, this way is supposed to be open and this way is supposed to be closed, but whatever, I couldn't find the other one. So we're running with this one. Now, my nav tower is now set up with a carpet mount because I'm doing the icebreaker challenge from Rally Moto and they're running on the electronic roadbook because they have to track you. So this bracket alone roughly weighs the same as a proper paper roadbook holder, roughly. So not much weight added there. The nav tower, all as you see, the whole setup and everything, and the lights, additional lights, stronger lights, blah blah, it weighs about 1.5 kilograms less than the standard, so this is actually weight saving, not adding. What else we have? I don't know if the rally seat is heavier than the standard ones or not, so I'm not sure what to say about this. Under this seat I have the spare clutch and brake levers. These are the standard ones. They're on the bike since above the new. Then I have the Rally Moto 2 to remove the front and back wheel. I have the tire gauge, not sure why, because I'm reading rules now, but hey, there you go. There's even a kit to repair the tubes in there somewhere, but yeah, alright, just leave it there, I guess. Zip tires, obviously zip tires always be needed. Rapid motor ECU for the fueling, and yeah, transforms the bike a lot. But I added some weight over here, but I removed some weight because I put a lithium battery on it, the one that you never drain it completely, and something goes wrong or you leave something on, this will never go drain. So you push the bottom and you got another start for the bike, so it saves you day if that's the case. Then the NA air filter, this is massive improvement over the standard one, even over the KN, because the surface is just much larger. The engine breathes much better with this, you can feel it. And I have another levers here. These are the Chinese ones. Don't ask me why I have two pairs. Yeah, I must be a bit, pessimistic about my crushes. These are actually very good. They're about 35 quid per pair. But again, I've shown this so many times already. Even if I'm training and without this, crash the bike, drop it, they never go broken, because they just move. They be awkward at the beginning because just move a little, so they don't have the same feedback or feeling as the original ones. But to be honest, half an hour on a bike and you get used to it, and I absolutely love them. I will not change them for anything else. Both sides. We have this steering dampener kit I had to modify on my machine tools because they didn't fit the triple clamps from Buono, but only minor mods, and it fits. Now we put this steering dampener, and if you ask me how is it, it's absolutely crap. This one does nothing. This is supposed to be high speed, it does nothing. I know you're gonna say, are you only gonna need it on the high speeds as they're moving the bars? No, it does nothing. This one works, it works fairly good, but it's just the mid section does nothing. So I'm gonna open it now and see if I can fix it and see what's wrong with it before I put it in the bin. I give it another chance. However, back to the weight. Oh, that missed weight a lot. No, not really. What else? So I think under the seat, the same weight. There's no saving. There's no adding weight, roughly, because what I added, I removed from the heavy battery. That battery, to be honest, it feels like fake. It feels like nothing inside, like made from paper. So yeah, it did save some weight. Chain is slightly heavier because 2 links more, but again, that's taking the piss, saying that's heavier for the 2 links. 48mm sprocket on the back, chain guide because you need it. Front sprocket is standard. YZ pegs. This one definitely can save some weight. Bash plate. This is new one because the last 2 ones I smashed them completely. One of them I actually lost it at the Baja. This one here, not this one. Where is it? What is it? Which one is it? What was it called? I can't remember. Oh, there you go. At the Switzerland Baja Championship on the last round, and I actually lost the bash plate. It was all mangled somewhere there, I think. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. This is not one of the lightest ones. I think it's nicely designed, but the aluminium is the grade of the aluminium is very soft. You can weld it very nicely. It's resistant to corrosion, but you see this dent here, because obviously I have Buono 40mm forks. The travel is 290mm, so the front wheel goes further up, and you have the kit to move the radiator on the back. And I was worried that the bash plate being here, it will actually catch on the tire when it goes up, full compression. So I had to hammer this in, and all of this, you can see that's quite a lot. 3 hits of a hammer, not a huge hammer, normal hammer, and it went in. So you can imagine if you land on a rock with 200 kilograms bike, this is not gonna be strong enough, in my opinion. I may be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but ideally you want a carbon fiber one reinforced with a Kevlar. They're very, very light and really strong, and they have a nice shape. But I'm not gonna do it because I want to build fuel tanks here. I want to experiment with this bike even further. Remove the rear subframe, make it removable, like Yamaha did when they bought Turian Taris bike. They chopped the frames here and they put joiners. I already have them machined, and I have 2 actually sets of them. One for the standard frame, so I can just put it back as it was standard, or using as it is, or for racing, rally, whatever. If you want it, I want to build the whole back end as a fuel tank, so it's going to be all aluminium. and it's gonna be just one piece: subframe, fuel tank, battery holder, ECU holder, and the minimalistic for space or electronics, whatever I needed. I don't know. It's gonna be over the winter project. And we're gonna probably remove the standard tank as well because it's pretty heavy and it's all on the top here. And we're gonna move the rest of the fuel on the back there, down there. But mainly, I'm gonna use the real tank, which is gonna be center of the bike and very low down, and then front pretty much no weight, just adding this small 2 fuel tanks. How is it going to be distributed? Don't ask me, I don't know yet. This is just an initial idea and then we're going to see. However, let's not make this video too long. You've seen what's on the bike roughly. It is fairly standard, it's few add-ons. Oh, okay, I've modified the swing arm on the back. I don't know if I say that already or not. If I do, sorry to repeat myself, but yeah. This one moves the back wheel quite a lot through the back, about 8 mil. You think it's not a lot if you see how much is 8 mil, but actually it is. Do I feel a difference on the road? Yes. Not hugely, because you want to test it off-road in speed, because it's then when I had a few issues with the rear shock. I'm still waiting for my lightest spring from Rally Ride, because it had to come from Netherlands, because everyone is using obviously the 80 or 85 kilogram spring, because people use this stuff for travel and they're heavier than me. I'm very light, I'm small, and you know, for racing all the stuff, it's better to have it a bit softer on the back. So I'm waiting for the spring, and it should improve massively, and then we're gonna test it and we're gonna report it. So this is it. However, I don't know if I've seen it, shown you. You have to remove the bike from the stand because that's robbing some weight. So let's put it straight. Ooh, let's keep it in balance. And that's roughly what we have. I don't know if you can see it. It moves obviously because my hand is on the top of the fuel tank and all that stuff. But roughly there you go, 92 almost on the front, 99.5 on the back. But again, you know, I move a tiny bit and it changes slightly, but let's make sure it doesn't drop. I've seen 92.6 on the front at one point, so I take that in account, 99.1, and it came up to 191 kilograms. With roughly, again, fuel gauge on the T7 is a bit, no, it is what it is, so take it with a pinch of salt, but there you go, about half a tank, I would say, more than half a tank, I don't know. Whatever that is, I would say 10 liters at least in there. I would say more than 10 liters, but let's, you know, be skeptical about that. So yeah, 191 kilograms wet with about 10 liters of fuel in a tank. And remember, this is 16 liters of fuel in a tank, so it's a bit bollocks. I have my Axerbis fuel tank, which is bigger but lighter. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit because it doesn't have these cutoffs here for the steering bars, for the handlebars. I have them shallower, but the Boano triple clamps, they have the bars closer to the rider, which improve the ride massively, control the bike massively. Honestly, I love this thing, but doesn't allow me to have my Axerbis fuel tank on this side, so that's a bit of a downside. Maybe modified, could be, because Axerbis fuel tank is plastic, so I'm pretty sure you can heat it up, warm it, and kind of, you know, mold it a little bit differently because it doesn't need much. But again, no big deal. She's good anyways. So there you go. You know, almost race ready. 191 kilograms with half a tank or over 3/4 of a tank fuel. Who knows? Am I happy with the bike? Yes, I'm absolutely over the moon. And before you keep saying, because sometimes I see this bullshit, people saying, you're just making the bike as a KTM, you should just get yourself a KTM. Well, which one? Well, the 690? Yeah, awesome bike, different class. It's one cylinder, yes, they are lighter, yes, arguably they are better. I would love to have one, yes. If I knew I'm gonna be back to racing again, I would probably start with that base because it's lighter. But on a T7 there's a lot of stuff to be removed and then adding a little bit to make it competitive. On the 690 there's a lot of stuff to add on but not much to be removed. So I've seen the 690s and 701s I love those bikes, to be honest. My wife knows something about it. 2 days ago, I went to KTM and Southern one and had a look on it. It's like, yeah, one day. One day I'm gonna have 2 bikes, maybe 3, maybe 4. So, so I've seen the rarely ready one, 690 or 701, and the guy said he's about 170 kilograms, 175 kilograms, something like this. I may be wrong, but there you go, because you have to add a lot of stuff on those bikes. There's not much to be removed because they're already kind of competition ready. The stuff is already light. There's not much to be removed. There's not much to be chopped off. The rear tank is already plastic. The subframe is on the back is already plastic. What do you want to remove? Not much. So you're gonna gain weight on those bikes. So let's say 170 plus fuel. T7, arguably, if we remove 10, 11 liters of fuel, now we add 180 kilograms. And there's a lot to be removed as well, without compromising the performance on the bike, actually make it better. So, I don't know. Then you can have an argument that the 690 is a single cylinder and the engine is more lower down, fair enough. The center of gravity is lower down, fair enough. That improves stuff. But if you ride a T7, that center of gravity a little bit higher, dynamically, it's not really a big issue. Actually, no one actually complain about, no single can't complain about that. Not me. So, I don't know. This bike has more potential than we actually think, I believe. I'm not sure. Once we finish with the bike, we will see. Because I want to push this fucker to the limits. Yes, I want to build this, real subframe, all the stuff, and we see how far we can get with this. But it's already not bad. I mean, we've done minimalistic stuff that you need for racing, and we're already much lighter, and the bike is improved. And again, like I said, there's so much to be removed from the bike, without even going extreme the way I want to go. But GP Mucci, Paolo Mucci, which is GP Mucci, have a look. Can't remember what he called the bike, but he built one with everything in aluminium, and he's saying himself he couldn't have done a better job with more time available. He could have more fuel on the back, less on the front, use a little bit more, less aluminium, all the stuff, so it could be lighter. And he said, now if I'm not wrong, that if you go extreme with 87, in his opinion, you can go down to 160, 165 kilograms. That would be awesome. That would be spectacular. Even if you go down to 170, that would be great, because then you go same weight as the 690. And there's a bit of a difference in engine. Now, I'm not even touching the stuff about reliability between the Yamaha and KTM, particularly CP2 engine and the KTM and C4 engine. Great engine, don't take me wrong, but they are pushed. This one is not. Reliability, yeah, there's a huge difference here. So if you can achieve the same kind of weight, which again I doubt it, because that would be awesome, but test has been done. He's the guy who had it on the scales. He built one extreme, and that's his words. I'm not sure how much weight he removed from that one he built. I can't remember, but it was something big as well. And but from the numbers we see today, we know that could actually be possible. So let's see. All right, that's enough from this boring video. I'm filming on my phone. Hopefully you can see it good. Let me put this heat back on, because to be honest, one thing I know I'm gonna regret if I'm gonna change this bike radically in terms of, oh, come on, where is it? In terms of, she is a beauty. In terms of ergonomics, so remove the rear subframe, use a dirt bike seat, obviously slightly more comfortable on a dirt bike. I have it, actually talking about 690s, I got the 690 seat over there to start building this stuff, and then obviously get every part or whatever, get them more comfortable, because they're not. That seat is mega comfortable. So actually 2 things I'm gonna regret. First, losing the shape of the bike, because it's beautiful. It's gonna look completely different, more like a dirt bike. So I'm gonna regret that. And second, I'm gonna miss the rally seat. This is absolutely awesome. The position of the rider, I'm gonna try to keep it and the way it is now, the height and all the stuff. Although I'm a shoulders, I don't touch the ground with my feet when I'm on it. 100% no. Uh, but you know, yeah, I'm gonna miss that. It's very, very comfortable. So, but again, we're gonna make it be more ugly. We're losing the beauty of it, but we're gonna hopefully improve it. If not, can go back to standard. That's the beauty. That is what is called development and experimenting stuff and test it and we see. So, well, that's enough. Back to work. I got loads of stuff to do, and mainly before I get back to work, I've got loads of stuff to do over there, welding stuff, TIG welding. But I really want to see if I can save this bullshit because it doesn't work. I want to open it up, see what's up, and if I can save it. If not, we have to go for Scots. Why did you go for Scots? Well, again, experimenting, you know. I want to see. I'm curious, you know. It was 130 quid. If it works, great. If it doesn't, I'm not going to get bankrupt for 130 quid. We'll see. See you soon. Oh, and if you wonder it, yep. All white. All these ones. Loads of flights. However, bye-bye.